Greetings and peace. I would like to start this with Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Peace be with you and yours. And Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Most Merciful. Today's presentation I would like to do on the Rijal Al-Ghaib, the men of the unknown. And these are great beings and saints who are operating for the highest good in all realms of time and space. The name of this presentation I would like to do is the Rijal Al-Ghaib, the unknown men of Islam, an esoteric journey into the hidden saints. I represent myself only, and I hope you benefit from what is offered. The introduction to the hidden realm. The concept of Al-Ghaib, the unseen, is central to Islamic spirituality. It is a sacred realm where divine mysteries unfold beyond time, space, and physical comprehension. This world is home to angels, jinn, and divine secrets. It is the veil behind which the will of Allah is decreed. To believe in the unseen is to surrender to a higher reality, one where faith illuminates paths where the eyes cannot see. In Sufism, the Ghayb is not only an external dimension, but a mirror to the inner world of the seeker. Who are these great saints? And the Rijal Al-Ghaib, the men of the unknown, are veiled servants of the divine, whose names are not known, but whose influence touches the entire cosmos. They live among us, yet remain hidden. They walk the earth, fulfilling divine tasks, unbeknownst to even the most enlightened. They are protectors, healers, intercessors, and silent beacons of spiritual support. Their hearts beat in rhythm with the divine will. To encounter them is to witness a living sign of God's mercy. There is a hierarchy of these great saints. In Sufi cosmology, the spiritual world is governed by a divine hierarchy, each level a conduit for divine light. At the summit stands the Goth, the helper, followed by the Kutub, the spiritual pole, whose presence is said to maintain the spiritual axis of the world. The Autad, the four pillars, Abdal, the substitutes, Nujaba, the noble ones, and Nukaba, leaders, comprise the sacred chain of sainthood. This hierarchy is invisible to the masses, but its harmony sustains the balance of mercy, justice, and divine intervention in our lives. The importance of silence and secrecy. Silence is the language of the unseen, and secrecy is its shield. The Rijal Al-Ghaib are hidden by divine command. Their anonymity is a form of divine mercy. They do not seek recognition, and thus are protected from ego, pride, and corruption. In their occultation lies their power to be hidden, for they act purely for Allah's sake, with no desire for reward or fame. As the Quran teaches, do not think that those who are hidden are forgotten by Allah. They are ever present, ever obedient, ever luminous. Now there are many stories and legends of encounters with these beings. Across centuries, seekers have recounted strange encounters. A traveler saved from death, a poor man given prophetic advice by a stranger, or a sick child healed by a mysterious visitor. In every tale, the figure disappears as quietly as he came, leaving behind only transformation and awe. Imam Al-Ghazali, Ibn Arabi, and Sheikh Abdul Qadir al-Jilani all wrote of meetings with the unknown men, brief, bewildering, but filled with sacred insight. These beings have spiritual duties assigned to them by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The Rijal Al-Ghaib hold the unseen framework of the universe. Their duties are celestial, yet they walk silently among us. They prevent divine wrath, redirect disasters, guide the hearts of the sincere, and elevate the vibrations of creation through pure presence. They are guardians of the Ummah, protectors of the sacred lands, and sustainers of the hidden barakah that permeates the world. Their influence is subtle but cosmic, and their loyalty is only to the divine. Geographic legends show them across the deserts of Syria, the caves of Yemen, the mountains of Morocco, and the sacred city of Mecca. Each whispers of the footprints of these saints. Sufi traditions describe them appearing in Damascus to deliver messages, or in the Maghreb to bestow wisdom upon the poor. Their manifestations are not bound by place or time. They exist outside of time and space. They may appear at a funeral, a battlefield, or in a dream. Wherever there is divine need, there may be found, without ever being seen. What are some of the signs of their presence? You may feel them in a sudden moment of peace amidst chaos, or see them in a dream offering guidance. They may speak few words, but those words change your life. They may walk past you unnoticed, yet leave your soul stirred. Mystics teach that goosebumps, unexplained serenity, or help arriving in impossible circumstances may be signs of their nearness. To notice them, one must silence the ego and sharpen the heart's perception. What is the goal and what are they teaching us? Is that live for the divine alone, seek no recognition, love creation without being seen, be firm like the mountain, soft like the cloud, and present like the breeze, serve without desire, act without attachment, and love without expectation. The Rijal Al-Ghaib teach us that the highest path is walked in shadows, but lit by divine light, for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. These great saints and beings are interpreted, as we see in poetry by Rumi and Ibn Arabi, where Rumi writes, "There are thousands of men hidden from the world, and yet they water the hearts of humanity." Ibn Arabi describes them as mirrors of the divine will, reflecting realities too sacred for public view. Poetry, art, and metaphor are tools used to hint at their majesty without unveiling them. To speak of them is to speak of a divine fragrance, felt, but never captured. The conclusion of this presentation is to seek the unseen within. The Rijal Al-Ghaib are not only men of the world, they are mirrors of what we might become if we truly surrender. To seek them is to purify the soul, to listen deeply, to disappear from the world of ego and appear in the world of spirit. May we become men and women of the unseen, serving, loving, healing in silence and sincerity, to become the perfect man, Insan al-Kamil. For in every heart is a portal to the hidden realm, and in every act of divine love, they walk amongst us, and they're teaching us this path. May your path be guarded by the unseen, and your heart lit by their silent presence. Thank you for watching. If any questions or comments, please email me at salmansheikh911@gmail.com. All images used were retrieved from public domain searches and are the rightful property of their respective owners. The images used in this video are for the purpose of nonprofit awareness and education, which is protected by the copyright laws of fair use education purpose. All my videos are for nonprofit and education purposes. Thank you. All rights reserved.